is a little bit more of a shape with it. I'm going to put the piece on the back first. I'm going to use that as the base. I'm going to use these lots of ways, you see. Now, what I'm going to do is I have to find 4 roughly the same. Let's have a look. I do have 1, 2 of those, 1, 2, 3, and I have 4 of those, and that's all you need basically. Now what I'm going to do with this one is to fold it over and then fold it over like that. The only piece I'm going to glue is that in there and that bit there. And then what we do is we do it again like a quarter. And try to get this on the outside. So again, fold that in half. Yeah, the same out there, yeah. Fold that in half and then fold that in half again. And just glue that section and then glue the back. And then you attach that. Because there's lots and lots of ways of doing these. And look, you're getting that really fancy frill there. So again, half and then half again like that. Make sure you put enough glue in to hold it. Now that's not going to leave much scope, but it will do it. Again, Joey, Lucky, shush. You know, Ray's in there and he ignores them. That's why they carry on. Well, he can't hear them. Probably can't hear them. And then we're just going to... but he's just showing them now. So we've got that, and that gives you that really pretty look. But we're not finished there, because now I want to put a different colour in. And I want one slightly smaller, so I'm just searching through what I've got. Let's have a look. I don't want one that's too big. It's creamy. I'm just trying to find one that's a little bit... No, that'll do. Now the only thing I don't like about this bit is that bit's pulled. But never mind. Doesn't matter. See, so we've got the scallop, and then we've got the ruffle, and then we've got the doily. And then what I'm going to do, I think... Here's a nice one. I'm going to put that in there. You could do these as many doilies as you like. Like that. That's great. And then again, we take the flowers. Now I could, if I wanted to, I don't have my jar here. I could put some bling in, but Shabby Chic wasn't really about bling. It was about flowers. Seeing that? No. Oh, that's pretty. It doesn't go. I could do this one. You see, no. I'm sorry. Let's see if we can do that one. No, it doesn't look the same. It's not the same as having... you see, it's pretty. But it's not shabby chic as having the flowers in, so I'm not going to do that. I do sometimes, but not this time. I'm going to take my flower and go with what I originally was going to do. And that is... See, it just sets it off perfectly. Now, what I'm going to do, because I know it needed gluing underneath as well, is just to glue that down. Excuse me, like that. And I just think they look far better. all I've done is I've used these. Now these are the doilies that Linda, that's from Canada, she sent me these. I mean, they're absolutely, she had made them all. And so, Linda, I am using them and putting them to good use because they're making fantastic flowers. And what I've had to do, unfortunately, Linda, you don't cringe, I have had to cut some of them in half because what I've done with these, you use 4 halves in the bottom section, then you use a whole one, and then I've used like 1, 2, 3 different layers of doilies, and then the lace on the top, which is a cotton lace, woolen lace, and then the flower there. Now I might not finish with them all because you know me, I love to decorate. Shabby Chic was pearls, not diamantes basically, and there you go. So I've got some of this stuff that I absolutely adore in my flowers, and it's just like a garland, a pearl garland. And so what I'm going to do is just cut a chunk of this off, and then add it to my flowers. Any loose bits like that that don't have any pearl on, there's no point in keeping that on. So I just cut that out. But then take hold of whatever, just leave it natural looking like that. And like I say, I'm going to put some on one of these flowers. And I tuck it underneath the doily. So I'm just going to put some glue under there. And you know, you need to put plenty in. And because you're going to glue your pearls underneath. So I could leave it like that if I want to, but I'm actually going to put some more in because I just love using this stuff, and it really does make your work look shabby chic. So all I've done now is just taking some more bits. Don't waste anything. Cut those off, and I'm just going to cut that bit off there because you can always use them later in them odd bits. And I'm just going to glue, not my finger, just glue the pearl a little bit, and then lift that up, and I want that to go slightly underneath like that. So I've got like a double layer of that. And that's much more shabby chic, much more. And they are really shabby chic flowers, they look beautiful. Now I could, and I'm going to, because you know me, Shabby Chic did have feathers. So I'm just going to use one. Take my feather, chop that, take the bottom section off. Don't waste that, because that now makes wings for butterflies, like that. Just pop that to one side. And I'm just going to put my glue on to the wing, onto the feather. And then under the next layer is I'm going to tuck the feather in. That's it. That's all I'm going to do. I have put the backing on, and that's all you need to do. And there you go. Beautiful, beautiful shabby chic wedding flower. You know, anybody would be proud to wear one of those. So that's one. I've also done this one. And then I've just finished this one. I'm just going to put the base on of this one. And all I do is just get a piece of felt. Oh, God. Scissors aren't working. Trim round the felt. Just do that. Pop that on the bottom. And I am going to do the same with this one as well. So I'm going to take the feather. I can put that, because you don't have to do it first or second. It doesn't matter, as long as you get your feather on. Take the little section off there. Beautiful, beautiful feathers. So under the first section, that's going to go there. Like that. And then all I need to do now is to make sure that I cut my trimming for this. This stuff is just gorgeous. Now I've done a longer one because I'm going to double that. And I only need to put it in as one. So I'm just going to put some glue at the top and glue that underneath. Take that doily up and pop that in there. And then what I'm going to do is just lift the doily up again and just spread a little bit of glue in that section. And just, let me find the longer bits. Just pull them up a little bit. Like that. That's better. And it just looks gorgeous. Like that. I'm just going to glue that section there. And pop that onto the petal. So it looks just like a little cluster of pearls sticking out. Because you don't need to have too much. And again, the backing's on that one. And I just think they look fantastic. So that's what they are. They're going to be called my Shabby Chic wedding flowers. So I'm just going to finish this one off. I've also done a box here. The last box that I had. I'm going to cut some more. I've painted it inside and out this time, ladies. And I was going to put one of the flowers in, but they don't fit. But I've now crackled the lid. And I'm going to find something from the pie-on papers to go on that. And then put a little gift inside. So that's ready as well. I'm just going to get the feather. Now, what I can do and what I think I will do is I don't need to waste these. Just pop these two feathers together like that. And I can just use that inside the flower. Waste not, want not, as they say. Sorry if you're not seeing. I just don't want to waste anything. I think it's a shame when you know, things get wasted. See, it's stuck out. That's enough. And the pearls will hide that bit there. So I'm just going to get the pearls again. Like that. You know, it's nice just to use them in a cluster. Right, that's going to be perfect. And just pull them all to one side. Spread your glue around them. And then pop them underneath the doily. Just like that. And then all of those, you know, hang out. Pop a little bit more glue in there. And then if you find that they are slightly too long, then all you do is snip them. And then you can use those in, we'll do it that way so I don't get the feather, in other projects. I'm quite happy with that. So that's another Shabby Chic wedding flower. That's what I'm calling them. Hi everyone. Right, I've got some of this material, some of this trim that's the new one. And I've got a bit of the lace that we always sell this. It's the Nottingham lace. I've got some little flowers. These are the new ones. And I've actually got some very tiny seed beads on there. So I've just cut 2 or 3 of those. But I've got a needle and thread. I've got a flower scent in case I want to do that. And I've cut approximately, where's my ruler? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. About 14 inches. I might not need that much, but I have cut it like that. And I'm just going to stitch this into a flower. Because I want a really, really gathered shabby flower.
The best thing is with this chiffon is you don't have to use a lot. So I've used about, you know, 7-8 inches, and I've already got a gorgeous full flower. So I'm just going to stitch that to the end. You can tuck your ends in with this one. Find the other end, of course. Ooh, look at that. See, that's it. Pull off. Go back to the beginning and pull that round. It is so shabby and gathered. And look, now I could leave that like that, couldn't I? Not going to. Oh, you ain't going to, because I need that. So I'm just going to give that a really good tacking stitch. Couple more like that. That will hold. Take my scissors, just chop that bit off. And look, it's already a real good shabby flower. That's why I pulled it. I want to make that into more of a shabby flower. So about 7 or 8 inches, and look, isn't that fab? Now I'm going to just sew this one. So again, I've got about 12 inches here. Double knot it. So that's my other flower, and I'm going to pop that. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that. I'm going to do it that way. Just going to pop that into the centre. If I want to trim the edge down, I can. I don't want to, apart from the bits that stick out like that. So just put that in the centre. Beautiful. Right, I have this doily here. That's too big, but I like that. Do I cut it? Don't know. And you're going, what are you doing, Fee? I'm cutting it. What do you think I'm doing? I like this style. Doesn't have to be cut perfect, but you know, pretty. You want them pretty. There. That won't go to waste because that'll go on something somewhere. Make a frame for something. That's it. That's the one I'm after. Just centerize that. Like that. Now, do I want... I just love them. Do I want to put that there? And then put a couple of these. I don't think I want to do that. Just hang on. You don't have to have bling in everything. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that first with this one. Oh, glue stick. In actual fact, I want to do it that way, like that, and then I'm going to glue these in. Down into there. Oh, I don't think I need to put much in there. I'm going to use them. Shove that in there. And get the next one. Turn that around, poke that down into there. And oh look, aren't they pretty? Really pretty. But we sell these, they're new in today, those. So I hope you can see them. And yeah, I like that. Isn't that a gorgeous shabby flower? And then I'm going to just glue that just do that with it. I cut it off the end, put a bit of glue on it, spun it round, and then I'm just going to slot that down in the back here. And that, I might have to cut that a little bit more. Open that up, pop that in like that, and then I think I'll put a stick pin with that. They're not bought stick pins. And there you go. Isn't that gorgeous? So I hope that's helpful. These trims, like I say, you can get a lot of flowers out of a yard. You need 8-9 inches. Sorry, you need 6 to 8 inches, depending on how much you want to put in it. And I think they look just stunning. There we are. Just cut and trim it to what you want. Very lovely. I generally like to show the flowers I make, but there are dozens and dozens for any newbies that watch. We have 4,000 plus videos and over 200, 300, 400 on particular flowers. So I'm just showing you how I'm going to make this particular flower. Now, do you remember yesterday, was it the day before, when I was showing you on the bottles? This is what you cut from blinds. You know the blinds, when you buy new blinds, you've got to put the length and everything, and you cut the excess off. So I'm just using those, cut some circles out for the back of the flower. Now I've got this doily, and I actually like the outer rim of it, but I'm going to make this into my flower. So what you do is, I'm just going to snip it around the edge
and that doily bit there can be used for something else. So we just trim this around. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. I know people like to see how something's done. And like I say, we have a lot of videos out showing you lots of different projects, techniques, painting, flower making, altered art, steampunk, vintage, shabby chic. It's all on this channel if anybody wants to take a look. So I've got that now, and I'm going to make that fit that. And in order to do that, I then need a needle and thread. So I've got a needle and thread here. See how it brings that in? And then we're just going to lay this out. And that's brought that flower together how I want it. And then I'm just going to stitch that back there. Catch that again if I can. Like that. Just do that once more. And that will do me. That's all I need to do. So that's given me a nice flounce, as I call it, which is exactly what it is supposed to be called in my flower. And as long as I fit that on, that's going to look fantastic. So I just need to glue this like so. Like that. Sorry, I just burnt myself, look. Don't do that, ladies and gents, it's not good. Just move my needle again. So that's just given me what I need for my flower. I then have some, you know, bits and pieces that these were kindly sent to me or made for me by somebody else, but that's going to hide the flower underneath, which I don't want to do. I could put something like that on, not quite sure. Let me just have a look. I do have those maybe in the middle. I'm going to go and add a different doily, I think. I'm going to do it a couple of colours. It doesn't matter as long as it's a vintage one. I don't know if anybody heard that rain this morning, but it did have pelt down. Right, so I'm going to put that in there. Now, I may choose one of these, not sure. I like the shabby look of this. Yeah, that's fine. I'll do that in the middle, which hides quite a bit of the white, which is fine. And then I'm going to pop one of those on, and that's made a beautiful, beautiful flower. And as quick as that, doesn't take a lot. And that's made me a gorgeous shabby flower. Now I can enhance that a little bit further if I want to. But I'm not going to, because I could put feathers on it and whatever. I like that. So I'm going to keep that one. Just so, sorry if you didn't see that one properly. Very quick and easy, wasn't it? Could put a stick pin on it or anything like that. Now I've also got another doily here, but I'm not going to get the full width of what I want out of that one. So I'm just going to get another one, I think. Or shall we do that one? No. I think I might want to use that. So I'm just going to get another. I've got the base. Let me just see. I do have some doilies that I can use. Oh, I've got this. Yes, I might do this one. Absolutely love this stuff. It's elasticated. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop this onto there. Gives me my base. Make sure this is all stretched out. Loved these. I don't know where the fabric was, you know, the string was from. And then I'm going to do this one, I think. So let me just, it is elasticated and it needs just pulling about to give it a, it's a bit tatty really, but that's the best thing about it. So I think I'll just use that much, that should be enough. And the same thing again is take your needle and thread. Let me just cut that off because I got a bit of glue on that. Okay, lovely. Look at that. So there's two very quick flowers. Started off as doilies, but they look gorgeous and can go on any project. You know, you've all your tidbits of fabrics and materials you can do exactly the same with. Take a piece of material, cut a strip, do a running stitch, gather it up, join it together, and hey ho, you can make a couple of flowers. It doesn't have to be doilies, it doesn't have to be lace, it doesn't have to be, you know, just lace. It can be anything you want it to be, and you can use anything to make a flower. So I hope that helps. But thanks for watching, take care, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye bye for now.